Shanti Ashtray.
Is sound audible, Bijit bhai?
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay. So, Shanti, today's Murli is a very deep and powerful Murli. Where Baba is originally spoken in May 23rd, 1983. So the whole Murli is based on Chodo to Chute. So when you let go, then you will become free. Baba says, today Bab Dada was seeing his Sahayogi children, cooperative children, who became instruments for the beginning of his task of establishment. A cooperative children who are cooperating with Baba in his task of establishment. He was very pleased to see the fortune of all the cooperative children. He saw the plan of establishment, he saw the history and geography of the beginning period of the world of elevated Brahmins. Saw the plan of establishment, he saw the history and geography of the beginning period of the world of elevated Brahmins. He saw which elevated souls are accurately cooperating at each of the places and at which time. What else did he see? He saw three types of cooperative children. The first type are those who, when they saw the Alaukik task of Bap Dada, they saw his attractive image in the spiritual face. Attractive image and spiritual face. When they saw his efforts, when they saw Brahma Baba's efforts to do everything without thinking about anything, when they saw all of these things, the sanskaras of the awareness of the previous cycle were instantly revealed to them. Within a second, it emerged in their hearts. This is my Baba. In this way, without making any effort, you easily became merged in Baba's love and became cooperative. So this is the first type. The first type of cooperative children are those when they saw Baba, they felt that this is the same Baba. And without any effort, merged in Baba's love and became cooperative. You didn't even have to do hard work in taking the 7-day course. But with the force of God's love, the meeting between the father and the children took place. With just one word, you became life companions. You children said, you alone are mine. And the father said, you alone are mine. There was no question of effort. Those who made this deal of a second without any effort became merged in love. The second type are those who made a deal on seeing the samples of renunciation, tapasya, and service of the elevated instruments. Second type are those who saw the samples of tyag, tapasya, and seva of Nimit Atma. The first group saw the father, the second group saw the samples of the Ganges of knowledge. They easily came to know the father with the power of their intellects and became cooperative. Nevertheless, the second group also came into the physical relationship with the father through the children. They attained the incorporeal one in all relationships in the corporeal form, thereby having all experiences through the corporeal one. Because of having all experiences, they receive the gift of a lift of corporeal sustenance. Only a handful out of multi-million, and a few out of that handful attained this fortune. This group of original souls who accepted the gift of a lift and who became instruments for the task of establishment and who came onto the field of service have been called here by invitation. In fact, there are also other children who are instruments, but only a few have been especially invited. Do you know why you have been invited? The foundation is checked every now and then. If the foundation is even a little weak, that has an effect on everyone. On the field of service, jewels like you are the foundation, the instruments for service. The first group became the foundation for the establishment of yajna. They became instruments for service. However, the first visible fruit of that service is this group of yours. So, you elevated souls became instruments as the visible fruit of the service or the first showpiece in the showcase. Do you recognize your importance to this extent? You original elevated souls haven't become hidden in the sparkle, beauty, and the zeal and enthusiasm of the expansion of the new leaves, have you? While making those who are at the back move forward, you yourself haven't gone to the back, have you? In fact, even Bab Dada places his children in front of him. But while placing them in front, he himself does not go to the back. Some children cleverly answer Baba, saying that they are giving a chance to those who have come later. You may give others a chance, but at least still remain a chancellor. Do not consider yourself to be responsible to this extent. Sorry, do you consider yourself to be responsible to this extent? Whatever steps of effort you take, others who see you will do the same with zeal and enthusiasm. Do you constantly have this awareness? Which awareness? That you are responsible and you are making others move forward. You are still the chancellor even if you are giving others chance to move forward. The new ones are new, but the old ones have their own value. So many medicines can be made from old leaves. Do you know this? Old things have so much value. Old things become special memorials. Special museums are built for old things. Knowing the value of the old ones, are you taking every step according to that value? Do you consider yourselves to be such an invaluable jewels? Are you a flying bird just like Baba? Are you giving a return of the sustenance you received from Father Brahma? This physical sustenance is not ordinary sustenance. The return of this invaluable sustenance is to become invaluable and to make others invaluable. The return of special sustenance is to have every step of yours, every step of your life filled with speciality. Are you giving such a return? You receive the sustenance once in the whole cycle. And you special souls have a right to it. Do you know about the fortune of your rights? So today, Baba has come to meet such fortunate children. Do you understand why you have been invited? Baba would, of course, look at the results. Would he not? So you can understand from the conversation. So there is a gathering where Baba is inviting not only dadis, Baba was talking about two types of souls. Sorry. The first group is the dadis who first came in 1936 when they saw Baba, they recognized this is the same father and surrendered themselves, merged in Baba's love and become cooperative in Yagya, building the foundation of Yagya. And then the second phase of souls who have come after moving to India, Mount Abu in 50s. And those souls who saw dadis and who saw their tyag, tapasya, and seva that they are doing, and they became cooperative in Baba's task of establishing. And this gathering is of those souls who have come, and Baba is talking to them and inspiring them, like you're still powerful souls, and Baba is telling old is gold, and that is what Baba is sharing in this paragraph. So now, Baba says, because you have seen Father Brahma with your physical eyes, then you can imagine. So who are those souls? Like those senior dadis who have, didis who have come in Nabu after Baba has moved here. So they have seen Father Brahma with their physical eyes. With this whole group is of those who follow Father Brahma at every step, isn't it? You haven't just seen him with the divine visions. It is easy to follow someone you have seen with your own eyes. You are souls who have the fortune and the right to make easy effort. Do you understand who you are? Do you know who am I? You firmly remember the puzzle of who am I? Do you not? You don't forget it, do you? Seeing this group, Bab Dada has a conversation in the subtle region. Do you know what they were talking about? They saw how much you know the value of the fortune, and also how much you remain an embodiment of the awareness of that fortune. An embodiment of awareness is an embodiment of power. Smriti Swarup or Shakti Swarup. They saw who Babdada has saw how much you know the value of your fortune, bhagya, and also how much you remain an embodiment of awareness of that bhagya, smriti swarup of your bhagya. And embodiment of awareness is embodiment of power. Smriti swarup is shakti swarup. So they watched to see to what extent you have become shakti swarup, embodiment of power. Do you go up and down the ladder of forgetfulness and remembrance, or are you constantly going into the flying stage with your form of awareness? So, Baba is telling, are you flying in? Are you going in your flying stage with your smriti? It isn't that old ones are still moving along according to the old method, is it? So that even now, instead of being in the flying stage, you continue to go up and down the ladder. Baba saw the methods of all the children. Out of love for the children, Father Brahma said, the basis of easy and elevated attainment is to be constantly equal to me, the Father, at every step, and constantly to remember one thing as a lucky charm in your life from Father Brahma, and that is You will become free if you let go. Chodo to chute. Whether it is forgetting the consciousness of the body and becoming soul conscious, whether it is being a conqueror of attachment, mohajit, in terms of attachment to relations, whether it is a success on the field of spiritual service or connection with others in terms of swabhav sanskar. If you let go, chodo, you will become free, to chute, in everything. And what is that everything? In your swabhav sanskar, to become mohajit with respect to relations, and to let go of the consciousness of body altogether. If you let go, you will become free. Chodo to chute. This hand of consciousness of mind makes you hold on to the branch and makes you into a bird clutching onto the branch. Merapan is what Baba is emphasizing. This awareness, this consciousness of mind, my sanskara, my swabhav, my relationships, my attachment, my body, any consciousness of this minus is like clutching onto the branch. What would you become if you let go of the hand of the consciousness of mind? Flying birds. Flying bird. Don't feel compelled. I have to let go. I have to become this. But, oh elevated souls, who are images of support, Adhar Murat, celebrate the ceremony of I have already become this. Hum ban gaye. Not that I think about it. I will make plans. Have you thought about what ceremony you are going to celebrate? Every group celebrates a function, does it not? What ceremony will all of you celebrate? So let's take a minute, try to relate this to ourselves. So we all have recognized Brahma Baba and we all have heard Baba's stories, how he handled. And Baba is emphasizing on chodo to chute. So when I let go, then I will fly. So the question comes, so what to let go? So let go of the consciousness of the body. Let go of the consciousness of attachment, mohajit, and moha with what? Moha with connections, relations, friends, families. When you let go, so then you'll fly. What else? When you let go of swabhav sanskar. And Baba emphasized the myness, apna merapan, my, is what actually is clutching onto the branches like a bird. So don't hold on to that consciousness of mind. If you let go of mind, then you will be a flying bird. And Baba was emphasizing, so have this awareness that I have to become this, I have to let go, to I have already become this. So start celebrating. Every group celebrates a function, does it not? What ceremony will all of you celebrate? So Sampurnata. Right? So Baba continues, all of you are Brahma's companion, children who follow Father Brahma. Are you not? You are the mature souls of God's family. Mature souls of God family. Bab Dada and family constantly have their vision on you. So just recognize not only Bab Dada, but whole Avyakt family's attention is on you. Their vision is on you. Bab Dada and family constantly have their vision on you and see you as the form of their original sample. You are the lamps of Baba's hopes, Asha Deepak, for the whole world, whole family. So, what ceremony will you celebrate? You have become equal to the Father, Bap Saman. You have become souls who are liberated in life, Jivan Mukt. You have become conquerors of attachment, Mohajit, an embodiment of remembrance, Smriti Swarup, and therefore embodiment of power, Shakti Swarup. What does Baba see? Baba see you as Bap Saman, Jivan Mukt, Mohajit, Smriti Swarup, Shakti Swarup. As soon as you had the thought, you become that. Now celebrate such a powerful ceremony. You are ready, are you not? Or are you still thinking, I should do this? Let it not be should do, but we are the original samples who will fill all of Baba's desires. Such victorious jewels will, with faith in their intellects, have to celebrate this ceremony of victory. Do you understand why you have been invited? This is now clear, isn't it? Crown all of them. Let them celebrate the coronation of taking on this responsibility. This is why you have come, isn't it? You are not saying anything. Have you grown old? How did you see Father Brahma as? One moment he was old and mature, and the next he was a small child. So this is when in the beginning days, a lot of people used to have a vision of Brahma Baba. And for some, when they used to meet Baba, they used to see Krishna. So Baba is bringing that. This is why you have come here. What did you see Father Brahma as? One moment he was old and mature, and the next he was small child. You saw this, did you not? Follow the Father. Become a special child in saying Haji, and become old and mature in service. Service, you should be mature and experienced. And when you say Haji, become a child. You saw the splendor of the small children, did you not? They said Haji, Ji haan, with so much pleasure. You special souls have come here by special invitation. Now, especially celebrate once again the ceremony of taking on the responsibility of service. In between every now and then, you remove the crown. Now put it on so tightly that you don't take it off. Okay? We shall hear the results of the ceremony some other time. Acha? To those who are instruments for all souls and who give them zeal and enthusiasm, to those who constantly make others into intense effort makers with their every step of effort, to those who let go of waste in a second and by letting go become free. Chodo to chute. To those who constantly follow Father Brahma, to the original jewels in service, to the special souls who have the fortune of sustenance, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So Baba is pouring so much love. Baba is cautioning us. Baba is guiding us to have a very clear direction of what we are what we have to do. So there is another. So tomorrow we can read the Baba meeting the groups. So let us take a minute. Let's meditate. Emerge yourself in the subtle region. Make yourself sit before Bap Dada. Take drishti from Baba. Let Baba's drishti light up the spirit behind your eyes, making your mind, your heart totally light and become an embodiment of light. This body of angelic light, taking Baba's drishti, being empowered with all the love. Make yourself very comfortable in the same form as Bap Dada and become resident of subtle region. Feel the company of all the Avyakt angels, all dadis, dadas. And just observe. Is there anything else that is holding you back? Any swabhav, sanskar, any attachment anywhere to your body, to your relations, anything to the role, responsibility? Let go. And let God. Let Baba's love and light fill your awareness. Feel that flying stage. There's no heaviness anywhere in your mind or in your heart. And you're very light in Baba's love and in Baba's form. Make yourself at home in this subtle stage, in your subtle body, at home in the subtle region. Making your incorporeal natural. making your eternal and original natural. Adi Swarup, Anadi Swarup, Adi Swabhav, Adi Sanskaras, very natural. Swabhav Sanskaras of the deities, Devata. Being part of that original jewels, absorbed in Baba's love and light, and loved by the whole family. Being in love. Experience the Bhagya. Experience in this Smriti, not just aware of it, but experiencing all the fortune of being part of this Alaukic family. All the love, all the strength that we receive in this awareness and become Shakti Swarup. For the rest of the day, rest of the week, just imagine you stay in this stage. You invest all the time and energy that you have in building this experience and this awareness and building your strength. Take a minute how you're going to sustain this awareness. Come back. Feel free to unmute yourself and share. What resonated from this Murli? Yes, Vijay Bhai.
Yeah, Om Shanti, Shraddha. So, like you were saying, sustain the awareness, throughout the day. Then I think in every interval, maybe every hour or so, we'll have to keep remind yourself about what, and to remember. It's just like uh, watering, watering a plant, right? So if I can, uh, when I get onto the field of action, then there will be other things that will overcome, and eventually it will dominate my intellect also, and I may become my, my thing which I'll be remembering. So, um, so one thing would be to uh, after every interval, maybe the traffic control, just to remember what I have to do what I have to let go. And it's very nice that Baba really mentioned about the thing that we have to let go of the body consciousness and the attachment and the sense nature and sense products, all that. I have to let go. When I become that, uh, Baba says you celebrate a ceremony that you have already completed. This don't think that I will become this and I will make plans about that. So just create that awareness within yourself. I have completed, I have already accomplished that. So that I think that itself will give us an awareness within us that I have reached. It's like letting go. Then,
Mm, yeah.
okay. So I somehow have to make myself believe that I am out from all that consciousness, all samskaras, body consciousness, or attachment, or whatever I have still lying with me. So that we will only know when we sit and think about it. We will come to know, especially all that will come when we sit in meditation first. When we sit in meditation, only these attachments are there. If there is any blockage, then when we go and try to figure out what is blocking, then we will know it is it is due to some sort of attachment or our old things and sky that which is triggering us. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of little deep, especially when Baba is asking us to. I mean, we have heard this analogy so many times, like a bird, when it let goes, it will fly and things like that. And Baba also makes extra effort to describe what is it the branch, what is it holding to the branch, and let go of it and then keep flying. So if we take a minute and then observe what is it that makes our stage and what is creating my stage right now, because we always have some awareness. We are not always consciously thinking about people all the time, but the stage is always there. The stage has been built over a period of time, right? By doing so many things. Then how do you change that stage, right? For example, if you don't do anything, by default we are body conscious, which means we are not thinking about bodies, we are not thinking about people, we are not thinking about the past, but we are still body conscious, which means we are not conscious that we are a soul, we are separate from body. We don't feel that separation if we consciously don't do anything. Default setting is like it feels as if we are body conscious. But if you actually ask this question, what is it that makes up this consciousness, or what is it that makes up my stage, and what is that energy, and I consciously have to keep resetting the energy that I am this soul, the pure form of the consciousness, which is peace, pure power, and which is eternal, and which is light, the energy that of a Baba, and I keep shifting my stage, aligning it to Baba's energy, and then keep resetting my stage. And that itself is a fortune. But if I keep resetting my stage, aligning with the energy of Baba, and that itself becomes a power. If I carry Baba's energy, and if I carry Baba's stage in my with if I align my stage with Baba's stage, then the energy I carry is that of Baba's energy, and that has a power. So I don't know, maybe there is something else that we have to continuously keep doing, and we have to adjust something that shifts the energy that we carry in our presence. Because the energy that Dadis used to carry, energy that Brahma Baba used to carry, I don't think I'm carrying the same energy. But once in a while you get a feel of that, but it fizzles out. So yeah, I would like to hear more from anyone, your thoughts around that. Like, how do you sustain that energy? And how does it feel for you personally when you are carrying Baba's energy? Your energy is same as what Baba carries.
One thing is paying self-attention that play a vital role. And another thing is to maintain, different points, something that is really work for us, because when we do the same practice every day, it might bore. Right? It will bore us, and then eventually we feel we lose that interest. So finding newness will also help us, um, and sustaining is always. That's what I find it difficult, because one day we will be in our mood will be very good, and we'll be able to remember, but that may not be the same the next day, might, because the same techniques may not give the same result the next day. So we have to find a different method, different points. That's what I've noticed in my effort making stage with kids. So I kind of keep changing the techniques, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so and I was also thinking, Shraddha, the past sanskar, right? That is to some extent that is influencing us, right? And also, if someone who has done or have a sin, so much of sin, let's say that accumulated unknowingly, that also will pull them down. Right? So we have to go beyond all that. So so it will happen slowly, right? I mean, the part, if I think about in my day one yoga and the kind of experience that I'm getting now, there is a vast difference. So I'm thinking that to some extent, mm, one thing is knowledge also increased in the intellect, that is also helping me, and about my awareness and my um, uh, knowing what Baba is and what is power, that is also increased. And my I'm thinking to at least some amount of sin is already burned, so
Yeah.
that is also helping me to intensify my tapasya, I mean my mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I was churning on this for the last couple of days, and so one thing that came to my mind is, and of course, like you were saying, like one technique which worked today, which produced a certain stage, may not result in the same stage or same experience the next time when you use the same technique. But one thing that always that caught my attention recently was the when Baba says your attention is not on the technique, your attention is what has resulted as you use the technique. And technique is nothing but gyan, right? Any form of gyan that helped you to reset your mind or to see that which you haven't seen before, and that resulted in certain shift in your stage. So the aha moment that you had first time, when you realize that, may not feel the same thing the next time, but remember how it felt when that shift happened. So now, with this realizations of who is Baba, as a different experiences as we go through this path of realization, path of Gyan, is what we want to remember. So how it has shifted, and then that shifted stage is what we remember, and that experience that Baba has given through that realization is what we remember. So so if you actually see the four layers of our consciousness, one is definitely body is one thing, the physical consciousness. If your stomach is hurting or something is happening in your body, your consciousness goes there, and then that creates your stage. So there is a consciousness that comes from the body, senses, sensations, and all other stuff, and then there is a consciousness that created based on what's going on in your mind. And whatever is going on in your mind that creating your stage can be reset by Gyan, which is like different mindsets, different perspective, different visuals based on the Gyan. And then we try to hold, and it will shift certain change in our awareness, some our sense of how you feel. So, and then the deeper layer is like realization works at the level of mind. But if we go little deeper, that realization shifts something in your heart, which is like you feel little power, you feel little strength, and remembering that shift. Like for example, we always say like, how do you felt when you first met Baba? How do you felt? What is your best place to meditate? Is it Tower of Peace, or is it in History Hall, or Baba's house, Baba's room, or in Baba's hut, or in or taking drishti from Baba when you're meeting Baba, or which was that moment. And then when you remember that moment, your energy in your heart starts shifting. Remember that shift. Remembering that shift itself shifts the stage at the level, shift your consciousness at the level of heart, which is energy of level of energy. And I mean, not every time we are always blissed out and powerful, but anytime, anywhere in these four layers, sometimes we might have to work our way back from the body, from our mind, changing our mindset, changing our recalling the memory of how it felt being in Baba and remembering Baba. So, so working through all of these four layers helps us to reset and get that anchor back into that stage. And um, I recently start liking this word, make yourself at home in subtle region. Don't keep going and coming and going. Make subtle region, subtle stage, your natural stage. Make incorporeal, corporeal. Make soul world your home. Not just as an idea, not just as a visual, but make your stage at home in the soul world. Make your stage at home in the subtle region. Make your stage subtle enough so that it can stay there longer. So it's a little bit of churning that I was reflecting on, and especially when I was reading this Murli, say like how can you become that Shakti Swaroop, where people look at you and then boom, they have a vision, or all their sorrows are gone. Only when we carry that power in our presence, in our stage. Yeah. So anyone else wants to share any thoughts? Stremi, Raki, Ben, Vinod Bhai,
Shanti Bhai.
Om
No,
Shanti.
I remembered the history of flying. You know,
Mm,
when when they were constructing aircrafts, they had first powered flight after several years of experiment. The initial stages were they literally wore wings to their hands and they jumped from the cliff just to hurt themselves. They had some amount of glide, but then they fell. Stage by stage they went on, and now we see we jump across continents. We leave the earth and move away. It is not an impossible feat, but it is a
Mm.
possible thing. So stage by stage, if we remember and practice, we can always let go and become free.
Mm.
Thank you.
Very true, very true. Yeah, it's not too far-fetched, you say. Yeah, eventually everyone have to go home. But I think when was it in recent Murlis or couple of weeks ago, Baba was telling about, yeah, eventually everyone will get there. But what really matters is how long were you able to stay in that blissful stage before the end comes? That is what you want to count. Do you remember? I think recently, in couple of weeks ago, in Avek Murli or somewhere, he was telling, or maybe in Sakar Murli, blessing somewhere. It is how long you stay in that flying stage before you go home. Because once you go home, everything else is autopilot. Because once you go home, whenever your time comes, you come down, you're blissed out. You don't even know what you did to be stay blissed out. And then we end up here. So this is the best time he was highlighting that, oh, you got to take most out of now. Because this is what really matters. Mhm.
I think it
Cool.
is similar, brother. You only
Yeah.
carry a little hand baggage and some fixed amount of weight, that is like sanskars that you take home. So
Mm.
despite you being a millionaire on earth, I mean, while flying, you can take only so much. So when you
Yeah.
transform from this world to the next world, to the next life, you only carry so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Very true. Anyone else wants to share? Sandhya Ben, Revati Ben? Any thoughts,
Coming
comments?
back to, Achha, coming back to the question that you asked, that how do you sustain yourself with Baba all the time? One thing which has started working for me now is every action that I'm taking. So for example, even if I'm cooking, the
Mm.
the whole cooking is in remembrance of Baba. Baba is standing. It's your kitchen. You
Mm.
guide me what is to be done. Now, similarly, any task that I get in, even if I have some thoughts which are not empowering, I submit those thoughts to Baba. This is what is coming in my mind. You take it over, support me to. I'll not even say I'm asking, I'm telling Baba, this is all coming in. I'm giving it to you. So this is one of the practice which is working for me in last few months. That every time being in the awareness that everything that I'm doing is being getting done by somebody else, and that somebody else is a supreme father. I'm just
Mm.
an instrument, and trust me, many time I fall on this practice. But then again, picking up and connecting is what the practice that I'm doing, and that's working.
Yeah, it's really powerful. Like, dude, you have to take it over and then you just offer it up. And then I think that itself is a practice of letting go and offering it up and then saying like, hey, you are the current Karavanhar, take care of it from here. I'm off. Yeah. Mhm. Anything else? Okay, so let's take a couple of minutes to meditate and we'll meet again tomorrow. Continuation of the Murli. Make yourself very comfortable. very relaxed and very natural. More you relax, more you can let go. Relaxing not only your body, but also freeing your mind of whatever it is occupying. Free your heart of any thought, any lingering emotions from the past. For that matter, even this physical world. As you let go, feel the sense of lightness filling your heart. Feel the gravity of these earthly things, freeing you effortlessly, pulled into your natural stage, like a lighthouse. Allow that pure spiritual power welling from inside, filling and radiating, creating this body of love and light, like a deity extending that love and light, naturally in tune with Bap Dada and Aved family, very detached, very much absorbed in Baba's love, and letting Baba's love and light reach the whole world. Being a deity, being a worship worthy, being an angel in your spiritual power. Carry your presence for the rest of the day. Be a lighthouse and might house. Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Thank you, Dakshabai. And we take up this homework of being always in the awareness of company of Baba. Taking this practice, we meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. in continuation of the ceremony. Om Shanti.